Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I came back to work on this, what we were working on yesterday, and the only thing that I've done without you guys is I made these collage tags to put in this pocket in this little tuck right here. So there's a few little ones that are going to go in there, and they technically, it's all kind of sort of the same pocket, but I just kind of like that, and then these are going to go back here. So I also made a big manila like pocket thing that's going to go in here like this. So it's a big one and it sticks up a little bit higher. And I just cut that from a manila folder, and then I backed it with some that vintage composition notebook that I have. I just put a piece of that here because I think I'm going to do a little collaging here and here and on this side. So that's sort of the plan. I don't have a whole, I kind of have the idea for this side, but I don't know what else. So, hi, I'm back. I'm sorry, I got a phone call and we had to go pick up my daughter's car. So, but I'm here now. All right, so I'm going to ink this a little bit. This is from a book called Paris, and I altered it a couple of years ago now. And I messed it up and it fell off the binding. It was the first time I ever did anything like that. But a lot of the pages I took out of it and the pictures are really cool. So thought I'd use some of those. Sorry, kind of out of breath. Running around, running upstairs, you know. But yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I waited all day for them to call and they never called. So I started a video, and sure enough, that's how it goes. That's all you got to do is something else instead of waiting. I just have all kinds of junk here that I'm not sure exactly how. See, this is another one, Saint Germain, and then I have an actual page, Paris. So I thought that might be kind of cool to use. I'm trying to think. I kind of want to put like a big brad in, so I think that'll fit still. There. Sorry. I didn't, like I said, I didn't plan this, and I rounded the corners on this, but I am going to hang it over a little bit and I'll just trim it so that you know, I just don't want weird edges on it. And I didn't ink that. I hope everybody's having a good day. I don't have anything in particular that I wanted to talk about like I did last time. So, just doing this. I've been having too much fun with these, like, these ladies like this with dress forms. I found another dress form that I'm going to use for this one, which is kind of fun. And I figured Paris was a good thing to use on this. And this I'm going to put here, I think, down a little bit lower than it originally was. But that's okay. I may actually scoot it over the other side a little bit more. I'm just winging it. I didn't really have this part planned. I mean, I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't have like a specific place for everything. So, but I really love this ripped edge right there. I like to take my bone folder and just make sure that glue, you know, you don't have bubbles, which you still sometimes end up with them. I noticed on the other side of this, there's one under that old composition paper, but it'll be alright. It's kind of a cool picture. And then I have this piece that the Brookstals, and I'm not sure, but it's what this picture was, so I thought it would be kind of fun to use it. I've never been to Paris, so I wouldn't have the slightest idea, but maybe somebody does know. and could enlighten all of us, which would be awesome. Fortunately, I have never been out of America, so I was very excited a couple years ago. My daughter and I went to New York, and that was pretty cool. That's about as far away as I've been, other than I have been to Hawaii, but that's still America, so. But yeah, we just don't get a chance to travel a whole ton. My husband works a lot, and he's kind of a workaholic. But, you know, he's a nurse, so there's always work to be done. Sorry, I dropped my little inker. And then so this is the dress form I found. I have these old books that have all kinds of like clip art that's not, you know, they don't charge for it or whatever, so public domain, whatever you want to call that. So that's where I got this from. So I thought I would use that. And then this is a piece of the paper from these collections. These, and I don't know what they're called. It was just another piece. It came off of this one. So, but they kind of all go together, so that's why I'm, even though they're separate pieces of paper. A lot of times I go to, we have this place called Craft Warehouse, and you can get papers for, or on sale, and a lot of times they're just single sheets, so you don't even get like whole collections or anything, and I go there quite often and just find paper that I like and get that. So this I think I'm going to put down here. So I need something here and over here for a little more interest. I think here I might use this to go across like that somehow. So let's just do that. And about how long? I don't want this edge the way it is. It's not going to go all the way, is it? Thank goodness for ink. That's all I gotta say. I know a lot of people don't use it, but I can't I can't stop now that I've started, so. I'd like to be one of those people that doesn't use it, because it would probably make things go much faster. But I just love the way it looks. So I think once this is here, that will work. Okay, so I just need a little something over there. Kind of like this blue stuff is kind of cool. And it has little phones on the back. That should be long enough. I don't need a ton of it. And I don't know, this was an entirely different collection. This wasn't the same thing as the rest of this. But I like it with it. Got all kinds of colors on my fingers because I've been doing other things as well. I don't know if you can hear it, but I think I need to move this. It's like making that rattling noise. Sorry about that. It was just rattling, and it was driving me crazy. It's because I have a mess, like always, on my desk. clean it up, and then I make another mess. It's almost like I get it cleaned up and it invites me to make a mess again. I don't know what it is once it's all clean. It's like, ooh, I feel like making something. So, yeah. Kind of bad. This one down here. I like this great big tag. I think that's kind of fun. I didn't find my big eyelets though. I should have done that when I stopped for a second. So I'm not sure where they're at. Sorry. Just trying to get some of those bubbles out. Alright, and then she needs to go on first, so I need to figure out where I want her. Here's her head. And these are just, this one came out of that book I have, but this one I got off of Pinterest. She kind of looks, you know, has that same look as this one. That's why I was going for it on that. Aiden, will you check my phone in case it's Dad? Yeah. Sorry, I just heard my phone go off and I don't want him to be worried that we didn't get the car or something. Oh, but this says Paris, huh? I'm going to cover that up. See, you know, best laid plans. That's sort of the way it goes, right? Yeah, it definitely is going to cover it. Oh well, such is life. I don't think I have another piece of that either that says Paris. I did a video on that book in one of my early videos if you guys want to see it. Oops, I was just showing it as kind of an example of, you know, what not to do. But yeah, it got a little messed up. I'm not going to be able to put the eyelet in it either, I just realized. So I won't have to go find those. See, I didn't have to find them after all. I must have known. I don't want this to be, I'll have to ink this back here since I got my inky fingers all over it. And there's glue on it. But I will fix it. Okay, now this piece. And you just want to make sure you're getting everywhere so that you don't have little weird gaps unless you want an opening or a gap. Could have done a little tuck, I guess. Too late now. I need to make sure it's kind of even with this because I don't want, I'm going to cut all that off, but probably shouldn't do that with my inked fingers. Okay, and then I have this lady. Oh, I forgot, she's got a weird corner. I was going to tuck her because this corner is, I don't know why it's different than the rest of the picture. It was in kind of a collage in one of those books, so. Yeah, I think that'll work. Cover her dress a little bit, that's okay. Getting glue everywhere today. Have to bring my little rubber eraser thing back in when I'm done. Okay, I'm not liking this edge right here. me see. No. Oh, I forgot to put her wings on. See, I am all over the place. That's what happens when you get interrupted and you have to go. So let me see. Here's one wing. And I'm probably not going to be able to find the other one now, right? Nope, there it is. I forgot I was going to put those on too so that she looks kind of like the one on the front. Can't do the white edges. And these I get off of that Imaginarium. These butterflies. Capili Imaginarium. Alright, so that I'm going to let dry, and I'm going to think about this because I kind of feel like I need something there, but I'm not sure what, so I'm sure that I will figure it out. But see, I think those will be kind of cool, and I will figure out something to do for the top, and I will trim around it once it's dry. And then another thing I wanted to do, I made those other tags, but I wanted to make one that's a little bit bigger to go in that pocket. So I'm going to put it on a guest check because I like using guest checks a lot. So I think I want a piece that's on that front. So you can see this is a piece of that. And I took the bottom off of this piece off because it wasn't wanting to fit in the pocket, right? Take these out. And then it fits in there, but it didn't want to go at all really with the bottom still on. So, but I thought if I figure out what I did with it, I can use it for collaging as well. This is way too square for me. I thought it was going to be alright, but I can probably leave some of that, like put it up at the top. Like that would work, yes. It's my kitty cat. She's talking to my son, and he's trying to tell her to shh. She doesn't really know how to shh. She's a jabberjaw. Jules. My son's carrying her, so she likes to jabber the whole time he's carrying her. She's silly. She's kind of getting old, and I don't know if she's getting senile or what the issue is, but she's a little nutty. She seems to get nuttier by the day. This is from that same bunch of papers. This flower's kind of cool. I like it. I'm not crazy about that, but maybe I'm just gonna not have that. That'll solve that problem, right? So that can go there, and then maybe, let's see, this is from that same book. Thought about using another picture, but this is too small for another picture. But I could definitely use some of the text. Yeah, there's France right there. That would be kind of cool. So let me put this here all the way out to the edge, and then that there. And I'll cut that extra little bit off. I kind of like the idea of this, that. And what else, what else, what else? I know I'm going to use her on top, but I need more Maybe some of this. Maybe this part, or not this part. Sorry, my belt is squeaking on the edge of the desk because I'm leaning on it. I always stand up when I do this stuff. I don't know why, but I do. Maybe I'll just do it like that because I kind of want to see that ripped edge too. And then this one like this. Yeah. I used to do paintings, and I did a couple for a doctor's office of from the movie Cars, and I would stand the whole time I would paint, and my husband just, it drove him crazy. It's like, how can you stand that long and do that? It's like, I don't know, I just do. I feel like I have better control, or like I can see it better or something. I don't really know, but when I sit, I feel like I can't see it well enough or something. So I like to stand when I craft. Oh, I got the glue again. Okay. My little France thing here. I'm going to tear some of this off now. Just don't want to tear too much off. Hope if I can hang on to it. Okay. That there. Sorry I didn't get these inked before, but you know, I don't really know what I was exactly going to put on and not put on, so. This one I'm going to go ahead and trim right now, just because I'm getting glue everywhere. And it's just one piece. I need to get more baby wipes. I ran out and I keep forgetting to buy them because, you know, I don't have a baby anymore. So I just don't think about it until I get home, and then I'm like, ah, I needed those. I don't want that torn. And I need more glue, so I needed to get that too. There's always something. And I'll ink her a little bit, and she's not as interesting maybe as the other ones because she doesn't have all the crazy stuff. I guess I could put wings on her. Check my wings out. Not that she has to have wings, but it's kind of fun. Kind of liking that like splash of blue in there. It just kind of brings it all, gives it that little pop that it needs. Sorry, I just have this envelope of all these that I've cut out. So, it's kind of a mess. What's this one look like? Pink? No. I like the blue. This one, I don't really have to even cut the wings. Sometimes if it's a smaller butterfly on a bigger body, obviously you got to cut the wings. But see, this one works fine together, so I don't even have to do that. And I think she's gonna go maybe right there. Yep. And then we'll cut it into tag shape, and we'll trim the other one. And I'm just going to glue, I don't want her wings fully glued down. I don't want to stick my fingers in it. So I'm just going to kind of do this sort of thing. Let's see, I want to be able to see. If you just run your finger out, whoa, and don't pull the whole thing over, along those, they'll, you know, the edges will tip up a little bit for some dimension. And then I have, excuse my big head and arm, my little template that I use to do these tags so that I get them right and don't, you know, make one side bigger than the other. Works better when the glue's not wet still. But you know, whatever. There we go. And I'm going to poke a hole. I don't have one of those fancy crocodile things, but sometimes when I watch videos, I'm glad I don't have one, because I've seen people have more problems with those things than good, so I'll just stick to my old hole punch, which of course now isn't going to work. Yeah. If the glue was dry, it would have been fine. That's the only problem with the video thing. You get kind of rushing so that you're not taking everybody's time. Right, and I will probably put some kind of ribbon or something through there. I just don't know what yet. So there's that one. And let's trim this one up now that it's a little bit drier. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Oh, I wanted to collage on the back a little bit too. See, and I got that glue right there, so I just take an eraser, a regular eraser, and rub it. You just can't rub super hard, and I have rubbed too hard and like put a hole, but it does help kind of take some of that away. And I do have one of those like rubber eraser things, and those work pretty good too. And it may not take it all off, but it's not really hurting anything. It's all handmade. It's just kind of the way it goes. I try to not make a mess, but it happens sometimes. Oh, my scissors are getting gluey. I need to get them all cleaned up again. Oh, you know, I almost cut her head off. That would have really not been good. Okay, so there's that all cleaned up, and she still has her head, so that's good. Alright, now I gotta figure out how I want to do this part. I just kind of want to do something. I thought one of these frame things would be kind of cool. And My bag of junk. I even have like a parking ticket and I just stuff in here, funny stuff in here. That's the Christmas one. Keep doing that. Well, this is a 3x5 or whatever. One of these would kind of work cool on here that I just stamped with music notes. Could go right up there. I should go through those Paris pictures real quick and see if I have another one that says Paris. And now I'll have to cut it from the other side because I'll have these hanging over. These were just coffee stained and then I just stamped them with music notes. I just thought it'd be fun to have a big tag in here since that bag's kind of big. And I will fix that up there too. Alright, let me see these again and see if I have another one that says Paris. See, they're just really cool, but I don't know if I have another plain writing one. Probably not. No, of course not. But I have some of these little things. They might work. You know, it'd be kind of cool is to put a little pocket down here just so this also kind of has a little spot where you could tuck some stuff into it. That might be fun. Yes, I kind of like this Tim Holtz, just the wallpaper. Man, that is barely big enough. I don't think this will be big enough with the strip cut off. It might be. I may have to use this one just because, you know, if it's going to be a pocket, it needs to be a little bit bigger. That work? Just going to trim that edge so it's straight, because if I tear it or cut it myself, it won't be straight. I can guarantee it. And now I cut it short. See, that's what happens when you don't measure stuff. Let's see. What else can we do? This one's not big enough either. Oh, but you know what I do have that's big enough? These. It's big enough. So let's do this, and I will measure this time. Get it right. And the other side's torn, but that's okay. It's good. It's a little short too. So much for measuring. It's okay, I've got an idea. take that, and then I kind of like this rose thing. So I'm just going to kind of do a quick cut on that. It has that blue swirl that's kind of like that paper on the other side. Sorry, this is pretty boring. I'll try to fast forward it through this part. That's why I usually do all this cutting when sitting watching TV, so that it's not so blah. But this just came to me, so. It has been raining here the entire day. I don't know how people in really, you know, rainy places like Seattle and stuff like that do it, because it does it for 1-2 days and I'm done. I can't take it. I guess that's what happens when you grow up in the desert. Give it a little interest over there anyway, so that worked out just fine. Alright, so this and this need to get glued together, but I need to figure out distance. That torn edge did not help me at all over there. Make sure that's right. And I'm going to end up cutting off part of that bottom part anyway, because it's going to hang over. Sorry, this probably wasn't the best example of how to do this, but it's what it is. So I'm just doing those 3 sides. Well, I kind of ended up blowing the whole writing area, but there's still a little bit. Maybe if I put, you know, some tags in there that you can write on, that would help with that. I'll just move this up like a dingling. And I need to cut these so they're not hanging off. And fix my corners again. That's all right. So see, then you can tuck some little things like that in there, or tags that you can write on, that kind of thing. And then I need to trim this up again. Okay, I think we got it. So see, even this tag, it's going to go on the front, but you know, I might make another one that size that would fit in there that could be written on, so that there's a little more journaling space. So that's that. So I'll probably make a few more tags, and then I think this will be done, and I need to figure out something to do about the top too, and I will work on that. And I'll come back and show you guys when it's all done. But anyway, there's that and that. So those are the ones we did today. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye now.